Hey, can we be real for a second and just acknowledge the fact that Jalen Brunson has been the best player in the first round of this playoff series of all the games? No matter what series you look into, Jalen Brunson has been the clear-cut best player to me. Because when you look at it, the New York Knicks, they won this series tonight in 6 games, but they wouldn't have been here without him. Because he been putting on that Superman cape, he been putting on his hard, heavy boots, and he been going to work. And in the fourth quarter, where everybody be trying to say free throw merchant and this and that, all I know is that man, every time that man it's time for fourth quarter, hey, y'all better stop playing with Jay Brunson like he ain't that for real. What games y'all watching? That man out there really hooping. I'm talking about fourth quarter. He lead the NBA playoffs on fourth quarter points by a large margin. And double digits in every game that he done played in the fourth quarter in these first 6 games. Outside of game 5, because he didn't play much of game 5 in the fourth quarter due to his injury and due to foul trouble. But from game 1, game 2, game 3, game 4, and game 6, that boy been automatic. I'm talking about daily when it comes to that fourth quarter time. I'm talking about, but I know y'all seen that move he hit a Short Thompson with today. Had that man flying. Had him real life flying. And that was for game. Man, ain't no other way to go out like that, man. I'm telling you. Jalen Brunson really did. When it come to fourth quarter, that man would remind me of Shep off above the rim, man. Y'all know y'all remember when dude was out there hooping? Shep was really, when he was out there hooping with no ball? Man, that's dude, bro. You remember the last final game and he was out there really getting to it. That man had like 50 points in like 5 minutes. That man, Jalen Brunson, is the reincarnation of Shep, or whatever his name is, off above the rim. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about, bro. Jalen Brunson been that thing, bro. I'm telling you. Now, I think he averaged around like 32 points a game in this series against the Detroit Pistons. And they wouldn't have been here without him. Because I ain't gonna lie, he had 40 tonight in the closeout game. Only person that came with him was Mikal Bridges and OG Wananobi with 22 and 25. But they ain't get this far. Because you look at it. Jalen Brunson, if he ain't going Hercules, if he ain't being Superman, if that man ain't going Kobe, man, I ain't lying. The New York Knicks probably would have been somewhere at home. Somewhere at home. Now that can be a good and a bad thing. Cause and effect. Because you mean to tell me Jalen Brunson is every bit of 6 foot, and that's probably 6 foot on a good day. You mean to tell me that man gotta do all this just for y'all to get by, escape through the goddamn Detroit Pistons? No disrespect to the Pistons. Y'all play hard. Y'all a good young team. They got a bright future over there. Cade Cunningham, face of the franchise. They got something really building, something special over there. You know, last year they was the worst team, lost 20 straight games. This year made the playoffs as the fourth seed or sixth seed, whatever they was, and you know they gave the New York Knicks all they wanted. They even point shaved and took a game away from them when they should have won game 5. I mean, they should have won game 4. But Jalen Brunson, nothing short of sensational, nothing short of spectacular in this whole first round of the playoffs. Now people gonna say Giannis, people gonna say Anthony Edwards and what he been doing. But we can't overlook the fact when it was fourth quarter time, when it was money time, he put his money where his mouth is and he cashed in. That man was in Vegas all fourth quarter long, cashing in, getting that money, getting it, you know. Jalen Brunson been the best player in the first round of this series. No debate about it. If you want to debate, catch me in that comment section, because we can talk. I got the numbers, I got the stats, I got the proof to back it up. Wherever you want to go, we can go toe for toe with it. Toe for toe with it. Because Jay Brunson, bang, Jay Boogie, like I said, sheep off above the rim. Real life, he got game in their ass. Jesus Shuttleworth in their ass out there. Boy, when I seen that man do to Ashar Thompson for a game, I'm like, oh yeah, he cold. That man nice. Real talk. Real life, that was reminiscent of MJ Game 6 against the Utah Jazz when he stepped back on that man ass and shot the midi. But he did it for 3. Man, Brunson, he really that thing though. But end of the day, what I want to say is it was a good win for the New York Knicks. They advanced to the second round of the playoffs in 6th game against the Detroit Pistons. Detroit Pistons, like I said earlier in this video, they got a bright future. They got a lot of positive things going on in Detroit. Even with this loss, even with this playoff series loss, they got something that they can look forward to, something they can, build on. It was a good thing that Cade, Ashar Thompson, you look at, Jalen Duran, you look at all these young pieces over there, even with Jaden Ivey, with him being out, they got something they can build on and look forward to. And this series was a good indictment of them getting their feet wet, a good introduction of what a playoff series look like. They understand how to win now. They understand what it takes to win. They understand, the other nuances of how to get things done now. They understand how to win now. So now they got a foundation where they can build on, and they got a foundation that they established for themselves. So the Detroit Pistons, this is not going to be their first and last rodeo. They definitely will be back, especially with Jaden Ivey coming back. They got help is on the way. Help is on the way. Because I ain't going to lie, the series could look a little different with Jaden Ivey out there. Take a little bit of pressure off Cade, add them another ball handler, even with Dennis Schroeder. Add another, athletic guard over there, explosive. Somebody who can put the ball in the hoop, somebody who can play mate, distribute for others. Like I said, Detroit, they got a lot of things going good for themselves. No need to no need to drop their heads or anything. They can walk out this series with their head high, chest out. Nobody expected them to be here, but they was here, and they made it a competitive series. And that's all you can really ask for a young team that never been in this position before. They just ran into a team with more experience, and they ran into a player that couldn't be stopped. His first name Jalen, last name Brunson. That boy's sweet, man. Real talk. But nonetheless, it was a good game for the New York Knicks. Good contributions from Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, playing both sides of the ball, being a good 3-and-D wing, off that last statement, how I was saying on my last video with the role players, OG Anunoby been one of those effective role players as well. Him and Josh Hart, doing little things, defending, rebounding at a high level. And also OG Anunoby, he been giving you 20 plus points a night. Giving some Jalen Brunson some type of slack. But the thing is, Jalen Brunson, I know that man got to be tired. Real life tired, boy. Doing all that hooping he doing. But y'all let me know in the comment section how y'all feel about the New York Knicks. I know y'all Knicks fans, y'all heretic right now. Happy as hell. Detroit Pistons fans, y'all let me know something in the comments how y'all feel. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe. And I'm going to see y'all next round when the New York Knicks head over to the TD Garden to face Boston Celtics in round 1. And I'm going to see y'all then.